What's going on, everyone? We are back with another simulation video, and today's video we are going to see which division has the 10 best players, or the best 10 players, whatever you want to say. This was inspired by a post I saw on Instagram where someone was giving their top 10 players for each division, and I thought I would make a list. I mainly just went by 2K ratings, but in certain situations, I switched it up just because I know 2K overrates big men, like Hassan Whiteside being an 87 overall. So in some sense, I customized it a little bit, but for the most part, I just did go based off of 2K ratings. So for the first division, so we'll first start with the Eastern Conference. So we got the Atlantic, sorry, division, which is like the 76ers, Celtics, Nets, Knicks, I can't think of the other team, 76ers. I'm literally on the 76ers right now. But this is what the coach game plan's looking like. This isn't necessarily the 5 best players right here. This is just I had to make the lineups work with the players I had. But we had Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Pascal Siakam, and Joel Embiid. And then off the bench, we're going to have Jaylen Brown, Kyle Lowry, Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, and Tobias Harris. Very, very nice team. Very well-balanced team, I think. You have a lot of nice guards and a lot of forwards in this league. And then you have Joel Embiid as one of the best centers in the league. A lot of people argue the best center. In my opinion, Jokic is the best center. But Embiid is like right there with them. But yeah, that's what this team's looking like. I think this team looks really nice. For a couple divisions, it's not really well spread out. You might have like a lot of really good guards, but not a lot of good forwards. So you're gonna have a really guard heavy team. But for the most part, this division really has great players at all positions. I mean, second team, we got the Bucks, who are representing the Central Division. This division is very weak. I'm gonna say that right now. This division is very, very weak. As I was doing this, I realized I realized why the Bucks are so good, and it's because they are in the worst division, in my opinion. They are in the worst division in the NBA. But starting, we got Eric Bledsoe, VO, Chris Middleton, Giannis, Andre Drummond, and then off the bench we got Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis, D Rose, Malcolm Brogdon, Blake Griffin. We don't really have a nice center coming off the bench. Sabonis, he's tall, but he's not a good defender. Same with Blake Griffin. He's kind of more just like injury prone, so he's not a great defender anymore, in my opinion. But you do have nice guards coming off the bench for this team. And as far as the starters go, this actually might be one of the worst teams. This honestly might be the worst team. Because outside of Giannis and Chris Middleton, like everybody is like, eh. We got the Clippers, who are representing the Pacific. That this team's easily the best. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis all starting. Then we got Paul George, Devin Booker, De'Aaron Fox, DeAndre Ayton, and Montrezl Harrell off the bench. This is just a very solid team. I'm going to move bench depth to 10 real fast, just to make sure Montrezl gets minutes. I mean, what can I say about this team? This team is literally so good. It has a 91 coming off the bench. The Central Division only has one player over 90, and yes, it is 90. He is 97, but this is definitely one of my favorites to win the championship. We'll go into the Rockets, who are representing the Southwest Division. We got Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Luka, Zion, Kristaps, and then off the bench we got Ingram, DeMar, LaMarcus Aldridge, John Morant, and Drew Holiday. This is definitely a division that lacks big men. You have Kristaps, you have LaMarcus, who is more of a power forward than a center. But the guards are some of the best in the entire league. I mean, you got Westbrook, Harden. I moved Luka to small forward to get him to start, because if he wasn't starting, then it was going to be Ingram, and I'd much rather have Luka starting. Because you know how dominant he is in 2K. And then off the bench, it's alright, Got a couple older guys in DeRozan, Aldridge, and Drew Holiday. And then you got some really young guys in Ja Morant and Brandon Ingram. So this division is looking nice. Definitely not as good as the Pacific Division. This really opened my eyes to like how like you talk about like how great players are, but then you're like, oh, it's a lack of competition. Like every year besides last year, you know, everybody was like, LeBron is not MVP. He's not that great because he's playing in the Eastern Conference and they have like no competition. And this just goes to show, like, the Eastern Conference really doesn't have any competition still with the Central and Southeast divisions. Like, it's just not it. Like, the Atlantic is stacked, but the other two are not. We got the Trailblazers representing the Northwest Division. We got Chris Paul, Lillard, Shea, Jokic, and Rudy Gobert all starting. And then we got Towns, Mitchell, D'Lo, CJ, and Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's not getting minutes, but that is what it is. This is what I was talking about, how like Murray versus Whiteside. I think Murray is a better point guard than Whiteside is a center. This was actually the team I was talking about when I was like, they might be a lot really guard oriented or big men oriented, and there wasn't really a small forward on the team. Like, none of these guys, all these guys are way too short to play small forward. D'Lo is going to be playing backup small forward minutes though. Like Donovan Mitchell 6'1", D'Lo 6'4", but not a good defender. CJ not a good defender at 6'3". Jamal Murray's point guard. And then you had like Chris Paul and Damian Lillard. So I had to move Shea there. He's 6'5", an okay defender, but I think this team might struggle just due to the fact that it has like 6 guards and 4 centers on the team. And then for the Wizards, I don't think I went over this team, but this team, yeah, this is definitely a very bad division too. Central probably being the worst than this one next. But at the same time, this division has young talent. Like Trae Young in a few years could be like a 95, 96 overall, but he's just very young. But this is the Southeast Division again. We got Trae Young, Bradley Beal, Jimmy Butler, Vucevic, and Adebayo starting. And then off the bench, we got John Wall, Capella, Collins, Goran Dragic, and then Jonathan Isaac. This definitely isn't a terrible division. But at the same time, it's not amazing either. So that's what that's all looking like. I just wanted to see which division would be the best. My vote is for the Pacific in the West and the Atlantic in the East, and then Pacific overall. So I'm going to simulate this season. All these teams should go 82-0 because all these players were taken off of their teams. So if all these teams don't go like win all their games besides the games against each other, I'll be very surprised. All right, so Giannis is still your MVP, which is definitely what I expected. Him having the least amount of help out of every other superstar. Every other team had like multiple, solid players, but really Giannis was the only definite star on the Central Division. But yeah, that's what his stats were looking like. We got Michael Porter Jr. Rookie of the Year, Karl-Anthony Towns 6th Man of the Year. Yeah, I definitely see that. Giannis Defensive Player of the Year, Fred VanVleet Most Improved. Wow. 19. And then Coach of the Year was Doc Rivers at 78-4. Who did they lose to? My guess is they lost to the Atlantic team at least once. But 78-4 is still kind of surprising for how good they were. But this is the All-NBA first team. Wow. I didn't even think about this. Dennis Schroeder on the All-NBA first team. Steph Curry, Giannis, LeBron, and Cousins. Let me look at these people's stats. So Cousins, oh my gosh, he took over. I mean, he shot terribly. Well, not terribly, but definitely for a big man, bad. But 27 points per game. Dennis Schroeder, 30 points a game. Holy crap, 6.5 assists. I didn't even think about like this. James Harden on the second team. Lonzo Ball on the second team. Jokic, Luka, and Joel. Lonzo literally still is trash. Okay, 11 assists though. And then All-NBA third team. Ricky Rubio, Chris Paul, Andrew Wiggins, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Anthony Davis. Ricky Rubio putting up 17.5 and 8.5. Shot pretty poorly though from the field. They got Andrew Wiggins here at 25, 5.5, and almost 4. And he shot. See, look at that. Look at that. That's what I mean. This is what I mean right here. 52%. He's never even gotten 46% in his life, and then he's shooting almost 37% from 3, which is basically his is like better than his best ever. So that's the kind of thing that I'm talking about. But for all defensive team, yeah, Giannis, Ben Simmons, Kawhi, AD, and Chris Paul also made it, and LeBron and Rudy Gobert. So all rookie teams. Ja and Zion, yeah, were the only two that were on our team or in this. So we do get top 3 seeds in each conferences, which is what I expected. Obviously, we got the Bucks. Dude, this game is capping. This game is capping so hard. Are you kidding me? Giannis is not that good, guys. I'm sorry, but he's just not. He did not have the help around him. Like, are you serious? That team you're saying is better than this team. I can understand because this team is definitely lacks defense. So I can understand that because I think 2K really likes defense. But this team, you're saying this team wasn't better than the other team? Ben Simmons, Kyrie, KD, Pascal, and Joel. And then Jaylen Brown, Kyle Lowry, Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, and Tobias Harris off the bench. I mean, like, and they were the worst team. They were the worst team. Oh my gosh. Offensively, yeah, they were both all the top 3. And then defensively, they were the top 3. That's... Wait, no. 76ers were not top 3, but they were almost. And then point differential. Yeah. So the Bucks were significantly better in the point differential category. In the West, I do want to check who the Clippers lost to because I think that's going to be very interesting. But then, yeah, we got the Trailblazers and Rockets all there. So they lost to the Rockets, which was one of the teams, so I can understand that. James Harden put up 25 for the Rockets. Kawhi, LeBron. I'm just surprised. I'm still surprised. I'm just surprised. You know, Klay Thompson shot 2 for 11. Okay. Then they lost to the Rockets again. Oh, so they lost to the Rockets twice, and this one was kind of a lot. I guess they blew it out in the last quarter. Clippers were actually leading going into the last quarter. So yeah, not by much, obviously, but Kawhi Leonard, yeah. So are people getting clamped up? Klay Thompson had a terrible game against this team. Paul George didn't have a great. LeBron. Okay, I understand what this is gonna do. It's like because they're all superstars and they all want to shoot a bunch, but LeBron is not taking 5 shots and is not only making 1 basket. But they lost to the okay, so this was completely unrealistic. Their best guy was Kevin Love. You're saying Kevin Love, Darius 2K? I really hate 2K sometimes. I really hate 2K. I'm sorry, but it's just not happening. It's not happening. Like, are you saying Darius Garland is clamping up Curry? No. That's just not happening. Look at that third quarter. They got outscored by 11 points, man. And then they lost one more game to the Nuggets, who were also terrible. So, and got blown out. That's so unrealistic. That is so unrealistic. That is unrealistic. Let me show you the stats for everybody, I guess. So we got the Clippers here with Curry and LeBron both leading the way with over 20 points. Harden, almost 21 points. Yeah, there's just a lot of ball to go around. But you got Damian Lillard, 25 points, so he was really nice. Jokic, wow, not as many assists as I thought, but, you know, that makes sense because there's a lot of people who can play make. You got Trae Young here leading for whatever division this was, Southeast. Trae Young, 21 points. Beal, 19. Really nice. Wait, okay. And only 6 assists. 76ers, KD led them with 21 points. Kyrie with 18.5. Joel, Ben Simmons. And who was the other guy? Pascal Siakam. Okay. Wow. Then you got the Bucks, Giannis. That makes sense that he was definitely better than everybody else. 25, almost 11 and 7. So yeah, shot 61% from the field and almost 36 from 3-point. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that. Like, I get that he developed since he's like come into the league, obviously. But no, I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. He's not shooting 36% though. And then this is where we started. So let's get to some of these playoffs. Again, 76ers might not make it, but the Clippers I can definitely expect to make it through. Everybody makes it through very easily. Yeah, everybody made it through really easily. So let's simulate this round. Okay, so Portland here is up 2-0. I am going to simulate game by game here. I have to simulate a game on this side, actually. Alright. Simulate with Simcast. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're just going to simulate round real fast. We're going to keep going really quickly, but Portland's up 3-0 on this Houston team. So yeah, the Houston... Wait. Hold up. Are you serious? This Portland team's really doing it without like an actual small forward on the roster, but Clippers are 2-0, Milwaukee's 1-1 with Brooklyn. All right. Wow, Portland just 4-0'd Houston. Closeout game wasn't too bad, but Lillard led the way with 41 points. Holy crap. Zion 27, 26 for Harden. Westbrook had a bad game. There you go, DeRozan. Yeah, actually with DeRozan, I didn't think this team would be great. I know he's like a mid-range shooter. It's just crazy because like he was like that guy this year. But that sucks. Philly is up 2-1 on Washington. Simulate game. We want this game. All right, Philly's up 3-1. Let's just simulate round. It's going to game 7. Let's simulate with Simcast. Let's see what's up. Please be a close game so I can get in there and watch. And it's not really close at the end. Washington looks like they're going to take it. Surprising because Philly was definitely the team that I thought was going to win. Let's look at the closeout game here. Trae Young. Wait. This is the Southeast Division. Come on, bro. They're not this good. They're just not. Wow. I am shocked. I am shocked, but here you guys go. We got the conference finals. Clippers are up 3-0. Very much expected. Milwaukee's up 3-1. Very surprised. Simulate with Simcast here. Game 5. Milwaukee is not up anymore, but they end up winning. This was a close game. It looks like they took the lead at the end. Middleton layup missed. Butler rebound. I don't know why they took a shot there. Hella fouls. John Wall missed. Levine put them up by 2. Let's see what happened. Right there. Middleton 3-point shot made. That's what gave them the lead. So we got the Central Division against the Pacific Division. Pacific should take this in 4 games. If they don't, I'll be very surprised. Wow, 1-1. Dude, I swear. Cap, bro. Alright, they're up by a lot. Alright. Dude, like, it's not that I don't want the Bucks to win right now. But, like, Giannis isn't that dominant. Like, you saw him get... You saw the Raptors totally clamp them in last year's playoffs. Alright, we got game 7 now. Maybe, hopefully we can get in and watch some gameplay, and Bucks are taking this game. Cap, bro. That is so awful. That is so awful. No one even scores over 20 in the closeout. Oh my gosh. The worst division somehow won. The worst division somehow won. Closeout game. LeBron. Wow. This was, I mean, I guess this was all around good scoring, but Paul George shot terribly. Yeah, Paul George didn't need that many shots. Steph Curry could have had more shots. Wow, and then Eric. This was such a bad game. I'm sorry. This was a bad game. 2K, I don't know what you're on. But come on. Giannis literally single-handedly beat the Clippers here. Like, I know he has a good team and all, but come on, bro. Chris Middleton was your second best player. Eric Bledsoe, like Andre Drummond, oh my gosh. Over this team, LeBron James, Kawhi, Steph, Paul George, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, you literally have 3 of possibly the 5 best players in the league on your team in Kawhi, LeBron, and AD. Man, 2K, I don't know what 2K's on, but they're on something. But there you guys go. I guess the Central is the best division. No, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say that. Pacific is still the best division. They have so many stars that are just unbelievable. But I guess the amount of stars doesn't necessarily matter, since the Central had just a better team around Giannis. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And peace.